Buddhism in the West is bedeviled by two things. It's bedeviled by the idea of peace of mind, and it's bedeviled by the idea of compassion. Actually, we need peace of mind. We need as much peace of mind as possible, and by golly, does the world need compassion. But only too easily, those two ideas, which have got so associated with Buddhism, are really just saccharine. Peace of mind feels so limp. Compassion can feel just a kind of well-meaning sweetness. And we've all been there, but they bedevil what Buddhism is. That's not really what Buddhism is. The Buddha didn't talk like that at all. What Padmasambhava represents is adventure. He's the kind of archetypal adventurer. He's full of energy. He's born on a lotus from the deepest lake in the world. He arises from the depths, and he's full of energy, full of vitality, a kind of erotic energy. By erotic, I just mean physicalized, not this kind of heady, do-gooding, nitpicking, nuancing thing that we so easily get into, but full of chthonic physical energy. And he takes that energy with him on the adventure. He takes it out to meet chaos, to meet demons, to meet difficulty, to meet things that aren't easily reasoned with, to meet demons. And he goes around Tibet, this inhospitable terrain, which is so much the terrain of our mind. He goes there to try to convert the demons of Tibet. Finally, he goes to the palace. He's transformed these demons and he goes to the palace. And what does he do there? He meets the king. The king is very proud. Now, our conscious, rational mind is very proud. One of our great besetting sins, to use that language, is pride. Even when we saying how awful we are, how we're no good at stuff, is weirdly a kind of inverted pride. So the king thinks, here's Padmasambhava, I've invited him to my palace, no way am I going to bow to him. He's a monk, he's a beggar, he's a magician. I'm not going to bow to him, I am the king of Tibet. And of course Padmasambhava thinks, there's no way am I going to bow to the king. So in the cantos of Padmasambhava's life, he tells this, he basically says, here's who I am Padmasambhava. And he says, I am Padmasambhava the young man, I am Padmasambhava the old man, I'm Padmasambhava the old woman, I'm Padmasambhava the child, I'm Padmasambhava the magician. He's kind of every person. He himself is a kind of shape-shifting magician. He's in every person. And he will not bow to the king. So what this image is an image of saying it's spiritual values. I don't even like that word spiritual, but let's leave it for that word for the moment. It's spiritual values, better still, human values that are real values. What that face-off is, the king won't bow to the Padmasambhava, Padmasambhava won't bow to the king, is about what do you believe is most valuable? Do you think success, power, privilege, status, wealth, do you think that that's what's life about? Or do you think that love and courage, training and discipline, magic and mystery and meaning, do you think that's what life's about? It's got to be one or the other. What do you think is the most important in your life? Is it really about amassing money, giving out your opinions, commenting on Facebook, proselytizing? Is it really about getting money, getting success, trying to be beautiful? If you make those things the king, you will hurt yourself. If you make beauty the king of your life, you'll always worry about getting older. If you make money the king of your life, you'll always worry about not having any. If you want power and success, there'll always be somebody coming up at your heels better than you, more successful than you, another generation who want to snatch that success from you. That's what the king represents. It's saying, which is the most powerful? The human value of Padmasambhava and those robes of love and compassion, of training and discipline, of magic and mystery, or the king's great retinue of success, prestige, and so on. And what Padmasambhava does is, having told the king who he is, that I am human value in its depth and breadth, unimaginably deep human value, that's completely naked, as it were. He's saying human value is just to do with the person, it's to do with you, it's not to do with the trappings of success and status. What he does is he points at the king, and a flame emits from his fingers, and it burns all the robes off the king and the queens and his courtiers, so they all are naked. And what a wonderful metaphor that is. That's saying, if you want to approach me, if you want me to bring meaning and value into your life, you have to be naked. You can't wear the fact that you're the CEO. You can't wear the fact that you're young and beautiful. You can't wear the fact that you're perfect at parties. You've got to burn all that off. You've got to have that sheared off you by real human value and meaning. That's what you'll need. And that's the only way that life is going to really flourish for you, is to be naked. Is to be naked to yourself, to be honest with yourself and others, and to explore genuinely human values and meaning, not fall for the trappings of privilege, success, status. Even if that's strangely, you can do all those things in a reverse way and say, look what a victim I am, look what a poor, hard done by person I am, which is actually another way of getting status and success. Yeah? That you're the most traumatized person on the block. You're the most person who has experienced the most prejudice on the block. We've all done that sort of thing. So this is what the story is about, is you have to shear all of that off and be naked to your truly human nature, and then you can meet Padmasambhava.